Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. We are living through an AI gold rush right now. Trillions of dollars are flying around to build a whole new digital world, one that promises to change, well, everything. But underneath all that incredible hype, there are some serious headaches and massive challenges. The stakes, they couldn't be higher for companies, for investors, and yeah, for entire countries.
So in this explainer, we're going to break this whole gold rush down. First up, we'll see how AI is already getting personal in our lives. Then we'll dive into the surprisingly fragile infrastructure that's holding it all together. After that, we'll look at the new geopolitical battles it's kicking off, the insane amount of energy it needs, and finally, we'll ask the billion-dollar question: when does this whole thing actually pay off? All right, let's kick things off. See, AI isn't some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. It's here, right now, in our daily lives. And believe it or not, there's no better place to see its impact than in the way we shop.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures how fast things are moving. Brands, especially during huge shopping events like Alibaba's Singles Day, have gone from just testing the AI waters to basically diving into the deep end. This isn't a gimmick anymore. It's the absolute core of their strategy.
And we're talking way beyond just, you might also like this. No. AI is now the conductor of your whole shopping experience. It's watching everything. What you've bought before, what you scrolled past, even that thing you hesitated on for a few seconds, and it builds a personalized store just for you. The result? Shopping feels almost effortless.
So does all this AI-powered stuff actually work? Well, the numbers tell a pretty convincing story. The electronics company Xiaomi pulled in the equivalent of over $4 billion during that one Singles Day event. I mean, that's not just a good sales number, that's a massive validation that going all in on AI can have a gigantic payoff. And the benefits are real, for everyone. For us, it means we return less stuff because we're finding things we actually want. For businesses, it's a total game changer. They can ditch those old one-size-fits-all marketing plans and start changing discounts and deals in real time. The companies that jumped on this train early, like Lululemon and L'Oreal, yeah, their big bets are seriously paying off. Okay, so that's the shiny front end, what you and I see. But now we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the engine room. And let me tell you, it's a chaotic, high-stakes, and incredibly volatile world back there. This is the world of AI infrastructure, where the digital gold is actually being mined. Just to give you a taste of how crazy it is, CoreWeave, a huge provider of the cloud computing that AI needs, saw its stock plummet 14% in a single day. A drop that big is a flashing red light. It shows just how anxious investors are, right below the surface of this AI boom. And you know what? That anxiety spreads like wildfire. Almost immediately, NVIDIA, the undisputed king of AI chips, felt the shockwaves too. It's just a reminder of how interconnected and fragile this whole ecosystem really is. A tiny tremor in one spot can shake the entire foundation. So what caused all this turmoil? For CoreWeave, the panic started because of a delay at just one single data center project. That's it. The NVIDIA story is a little wilder. The investment giant SoftBank sold off its $6 billion stake. But get this, it wasn't because they lost faith. It was to free up cash for their other AI projects. And the irony? Those projects are going to require them to buy even more NVIDIA chips. It's this dizzying circular flow of money. Here's the bottom line. Demand for AI computing power is absolutely astronomical. CoreWeave CEO said it bluntly. The demand from clients is way bigger than what the market can possibly deliver. This isn't just a little shortage, it's a huge, systemic bottleneck, and it's putting immense pressure on everybody in the supply chain. Now, this battle for AI supremacy isn't just a corporate rivalry anymore. Oh no, it's evolved into a full-blown geopolitical showdown, and it's completely reshaping the tech landscape of our world. Just look at what's happening in the European Union. For years, they've been nudging countries to get tech from Chinese companies like Huawei and ZTE out of their critical telecom networks because of security concerns. Well, now they're really turning up the heat to make it happen. This is a perfect example of where economic competition just spills right over into national security. And this really highlights the core problem. The goal is simple enough: secure the EU's communication networks. But the reality, is anything but simple. It's a political minefield. And for the poor telecom companies who actually have to make the changes, it's a logistical and financial nightmare. And we are not talking about minor hurdles here. The UK is a perfect real-world example. Forcing them to rip out Huawei equipment is thought to have delayed their 5G rollout by as much as 2 years. It's a stark reminder of the huge cost, the disruption, and the time involved in this new tech Cold War. All of this computing power, whether it's for shopping or national security, runs into a fundamental physical wall: energy. The AI revolution is incredibly thirsty for electricity, and the race is officially on to figure out how to power the whole thing. This power crunch has led to renewed interest in some pretty futuristic-sounding tech, like the Small Modular Reactor, or SMR. The idea is to completely revolutionize how we think about nuclear power. Instead of those massive, decade-long construction projects, SMRs are smaller, factory-built reactors that can deliver clean power right where it's needed, like for a data center. And companies like Valor are treating this like a manufacturing problem, not a construction project. Their entire strategy is about speed, repetition, and scale. The ultimate goal? To mass-produce these reactors like cars on an assembly line and deliver clean power that can compete head-to-head with natural gas on price. And this quote from Valor's founder really captures the ambition here. He's comparing the potential revolution in energy to what SpaceX did with rockets. I mean, a cost reduction on that scale would completely change the economics of the AI industry. It would basically eliminate one of its biggest physical roadblocks. So, we've looked at the consumer side, the infrastructure chaos, the global politics, and the massive energy needs of this AI revolution, and all of it leads to one single overarching question that's on the mind of every investor and every CEO out there. This is it. This is the big, existential question at the heart of the AI gold rush. After all the hype, all the volatility, and the trillions of dollars being poured in, when does the broader economy, the companies that aren't the tech giants, start to see a real, tangible payoff?
For now, the answer is the payoff is already here, but only for a select few. The tech giants, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, they're already reaping huge rewards. For them, generative AI isn't some distant promise. It's a tool that is boosting their revenue and cutting their costs right now. And that success just fuels a cycle of more investment, making them even more dominant. And that leaves us with this final, really thought-provoking idea. It's a famous saying in the tech world, and it feels especially true today. It's really easy to look at the current market chaos and the sky-high numbers and think we're in a bubble. But if history teaches us anything, it's that the true world-changing impact of a tech revolution is often something we can't even imagine at the start. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.